Hi, I'm Wretched. Welcome back to Library of RUINA. Because I was so frustrated last episode, I decided to go through and meticulously change all of my builds. I wanted to go over a few of them because I noticed a lot of people were giving me suggestions because they could feel the frustration. When I normally build things, I'll just kind of share with you my headspace a little bit. When I normally build things, I build them so I can get a cool move. Because for me, the combat, it's well thought out. There's a lot of intricacies to it, and it makes sense. But I wasn't trying to min-max any of the combat or any of the passives. I was trying to make it so we could have one big move that just felt oh so powerful. So like that one moment of dopamine rush. That way I could have something big to show when I'm editing stuff out, because otherwise if it's a lot of just death by 1,000 blows, then there isn't like that big aha moment, or at least it doesn't feel like it. But I know that that's not the optimal build, and I am frustrated enough. I went through and I decided to change things up a little bit. I probably am still not fully optimized for any one build, but I changed the red mist page. I put in 3 spears because I need the 3 attacks for that. And this lets me draw 1 page. I could have also put in the upstanding slash, but I decided to cut those and instead include the inner ardor. And that is mainly because I want to try to get her to emotion level 4 as fast as possible so she can don her ego as quickly as possible. So that's what this is for. On top of that, it's eventually going to get to the point where all of these other pages are 0 cost. So I can spend 2 to have a pretty sizable deflect and a pretty massive slash. Now, before I was stacking 1 big slash to try to do the onrush, and I noticed there was one comment that said onrush is like let's win harder or something like that, and it is. That was the whole point of it. It's fun to me to see her just wipe out a whole floor, even though I could have technically done that with like 3 pages instead of the 1. But there's something about when she can just wipe out everything in one shot that just made me feel so good. But now I'll just do it with her mass attack page. It's the same thing. It's just I'll get to the ego and then I'll use the mass attack page. And I'll still get to see that big move, so I can still get like the little itty bitty dopamine rush that I normally would have. But for some reason, being able to use the onrush just felt nice in the moment. But I'm past that. And people were saying I'm definitely past the build I had before going on. And the whole point of that other build was actually just to keep drawing until I got onrush. The other pages were just there, like Overcome Crisis and some of the other ones, just to draw pages. That's all it was for. So I was basically wasting my red mist. And I understand that made people frustrated. I would have been probably frustrated. I would be frustrated too. But I had something in mind that I was trying to do, and it worked for when it would work, and now it won't work anymore. So instead, we're going to go Firm as the Great Mountain. She's going to heal 15% of max HP every time she bumps up an emotion level, which she'll be doing using Inner Ardor. The whole point of this is so she can stack Fear of Water and Vampirism early on, so she can take massive hits to herself and be dishing out massive hits. That's the whole point. That way she can heal every time she pops a new emotion level. So I actually want her to take damage while we're gaining emotion levels. So she's going to be tanking everything the way that I imagine a shield and sword combo would. You know, someone who wants to be the tip of the spear, they want to take the hits. And that's exactly what she'll be doing. So I'm really excited to see how that kind of plays out. Whether or not she can heal fast enough to also deal with all of the clashes that she will inevitably lose occasionally. Otherwise, she should be hitting pretty hard. Because I also put in Mio's Prowess, which was a suggestion that someone had. Like, hey, Mio's Prowess is great because she has infinite cards, so she'll get a +5 to all of the power on the dice of the pages that she uses that are infinite. And when she bumps up her emotion level, which I want to try to use, again, Inner Ardor to bump up her emotion level as fast as I can, that's also going to give me an extra infinity dice. So we'll have 2. So she'll have 2 clashes where she gets a +5 power to all of her rolls. I felt kind of bad because I had to cannibalize some pretty awesome cards. Mio has some pretty amazing passives. I think, what is it? Sufficient ammo? Yeah, combat pages whose default type is ranged do not exhaust on use. And there are a lot of really good ranged cards. So I'm actually debating on getting rid of this and swapping this out for something else. Maybe, I don't know. Like Dark Cloud would be an okay one because it increases her power for slash. I'm also thinking maybe Fervor. I could swap that out for Fervor, and then that'll also give me an extra cost that I can use for something. So that might help. The other thing I wanted to do is I wanted to give her Grit. That way she's just taking less damage when she does lose those crits. Or those clashes, I mean. So that's that build. And again, I'm probably going to go through some of the builds just to kind of show everyone my thought process here, and we can build some of these together. Because if I get super frustrated and I have to abandon this one more time, I'm going to have to ask everyone, hey, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Help me. But the first, like this first encounter that we have in her department just seems to be the most difficult one. And I think, I don't know, I'm not past all of it, but that's what some people in the comments were saying. Hey, it gets a lot easier from there. And the other thing is, I just don't, I have enough firepower with even the crappy builds that I had before. I had enough firepower I could take down the wolf or red, but I was overpowering the wolf so hard that I would kill it. That was kind of the bad thing about it. And I think the big reason for it was, you may have or may not have noticed it, but I actually had, with Gabora, I had her bleed build. I was stacking 2 to 3 stacks of bleed every hit with her. So as long as I was connecting, I was doing more bleed. So that's why the wolf would why I stacked so much bleed on the wolf, and it would just die. And if I had to use her to hit red to win the mass attack clash, so I didn't take a one-sided attack there, I would bleed out red. And that's, after watching back the footage, that's what kept happening. Gabora was bleeding everyone to death. So I had to get rid of the bleed too, because then that's where the math was. Because I'm like, it makes sense in my head. The math is there. But I wasn't calculating the bleed numbers. And that's just an oversight on my part. If I'd have saw it, I could have gotten through that, and then we would have seen the rest of that fight. But unfortunately, I don't know, I was in a weird headspace, I think, that day. I feel a lot better today. We'll see if that continues as we continue this fight. But I also made a Maxim page. So obviously I made myself a Mio. I had to. And she has to be in the Red Mist department because she's a fangirl. But I made a Mio, which is Maxim, which is the big rhino guy for anyone that doesn't remember. The big rhino guy has some pretty awesome passives, actually. So their basic passives are just, they are tank, hear me roar. They can take so much damage, especially once they've hit 20 charges. They deal 50% more damage and stagger damage with attacks. That's huge. Also receive 30% less damage and stagger damage from attacks. That's even bigger. Then I decided, you know what? How can I dish out damage to myself to do damage to other people? That's important. Hit me to do damage to other people. I decided to slap on Rudolph, which is great because, I mean, yeah, I'm missing like the reindeer treatment, which is actually pretty decent. But I don't plan on getting below 30% max HP. At least I hope not. But it happens, so it would be a nice oh crap button because I gain strength. But instead, I went with if the character has 11 or more charges, they start the scene at the start of the scene, then they deal +2 stagger damage with attacks for the scene, on top of the additional 50% that we're going to be doing. And then Survivor, every time the character recovers from stagger, gain 1 strength and endurance at the start of the scene for the rest of the act. Now, against normal opponents, not that good. Against abnormalities, we might get staggered 3, 4, 5 times. That is amazing. So we'll only get stronger and endure more damage the further the fight goes and the more we get staggered. And then I've got Grit to actually reduce the amount of incoming damage. All incoming damage, not just attack damage. So that means the damage that we do to ourselves also counts. And any of the chip damage from bleed or from like burn corrosion or erosion, whatever it was called. All of that. All that gets taken care of. And then I wasn't sure what else to make for like this one cost, so I just slapped on a slash stagger damage. I was going to put it in blunt, but I realized I'm using unlock, which won't be good. I kind of don't like unlock, but I've been using it because it's one of those cards that if you have the patience to throw like one of them in, maybe two, you can get it to unlock 3, and then it's amazing. But I have that. It does slash damage and pierce damage. And then the graze the grass, which I only have because I need to gain the charge, and it's a 0 cost to gain charge. So I have that one in there. That's not bad. That's pierce damage. The only thing that is actually blunt damage is Rhino Ram. So I didn't think that blunt damage would be good. I have the majority of slash, so I threw that in there. I now have rebuilt my Eugen, because I know people were a little frustrated with how I took their poor Eugen and I made them into something they shouldn't have been. They are a tank. They are still a tank. But luckily, they just heal a lot, but I'm not dependent now on being below a certain amount of HP. So there's no benefit for my Eugen to be below a certain amount of HP. Instead, I want to flip her levels as fast as possible to get to as many lights as I can as fast as possible. Again, we're using unlock. Probably not smart, but she slow plays. My Eugen really slow plays, and she starts to snowball. So the longer a fight goes, the stronger she's going to get. And we're going to be working up to a Rapid Gashes, which is only a 3 cost for her. And Fervid Emotions. All of my damage is going to come from Fervid Emotions, and that is only a 2 cost. Now, if I was really smart, I would have Fervid Emotions and then like a 1 cost or a 0 cost that gained me some lights back. But I need some page draw 2 with this, and I've actually played around with it a little bit off recording, and this works. It's slow, but it works. So my main focus is use Inner Ardor and Unlock super early on, nothing else. And then eventually, once I'm confident enough that I have at least one Unlock 3 unlocked, then I can start using Fervid Emotions and Rapid Gashes, and then no one can touch her. And as she's flipping emotion levels, doing all of that, she actually, she gains so much strength so fast, and so much HP so fast, it doesn't matter. She survives until she's so strong, nothing can touch her. I've made this Lowell. I've made Lowell 3 or 4 times. He's still not good. His forming storm is okay. I'm not sure that I really love it. I do have Gale Kick, and he's drawing a lot of cards because that's what I want him to do. It's just every card I play, draw 1 card. That way I have so many options for him, and that usually evens out some of my bad choices. I don't know what I'm doing wrong with him. Anyone that has suggestions for it, please let me know. This is my current build for him. These are my current passives. Remain vigilant in peace, so every time the emotion level rises, recover 25% of stagger resist, because he was getting staggered really early. I also put Firm as a Great Mountain so he can heal more. He does pierce damage, so that's why I have Wedge to increase the power of piercing, and I had 1 left over, so I threw Piercer on, so he's doing more pierce damage. Which, it seems a little silly, but I have Sturdy Defense that does pierce, Emotional Turbulence, which does pierce, and I have Gale Kick, which does pierce. And I really was running into the problem that he didn't have the survivability I needed, so I actually threw Extract Fuel on, which seems silly, but when you go one-sided with it, you're guaranteed to hit, so you're going to recover 2 HP every time. Now, the last person I made is, I figure, you know what? I have a tank. I have DPS. Dare I make a support build? And Nikolai screams support. So I'm using her for her commander feat, mostly. And then finishing touch is actually not bad because she can mark her opponent. I forget, the marked enemy takes 50% additional damage and stagger damage from attacks. So that's huge. She's going to buff us, debuff them. Absolutely massive. I love that a lot, actually. And on top of that, I gave her Martina's Heavy-Hearted Forte, so she does increased staggered damage to anyone that she wins a clash against. So I also want her to clash and win. which is why I gave her a lot of decent defensive dice. So she has Battle Command, which I think is exclusive to her. Yeah, it is. It's exclusive to her. She gives 1 strength to 2 other allies. As the fight progresses, that's going to be very important because we need to stack our strength so we can stack the power that we're rolling with our dice. Quick suppression, obviously, to gain charges. Also inflicts some bleed. I didn't even notice it had bleed on when I first put it in here, but that's really helpful. And then I threw leap because I need a way to spend charges with her, because she doesn't have anything that says if she sits at 20, it does a thing. So it's important for her to gain and lose charges. So since she's losing charges, I actually have a charge shield on her. So at emotion level 2 or above, if the character gained charge using combat pages in the previous scene, gain 1 endurance at the start of the scene. So that's going to be big. She's going to gain endurance. She's going to have all those defensive dice stacked even higher, because if I remember right, endurance increases the power of defensive dice. I might have that wrong though, but I think that's what that is. And then energy discharge. This is the important one, because if the character spent charge using combat pages in the previous scene, you gain 1 strength at the start of the scene. So she's going to gain endurance and strength every scene, because I'm going to use leap to gain haste and draw 2 pages. And I'm spending charges, and spending charges is important because I'll have like max charges after a little while. So that's sort of the group that I'm going with. And I know, I'm sorry, this isn't like jumping right into the action. I know a lot of people probably don't even want to see the build stuff, but that's what I'm going for. Hopefully that works. If it doesn't, I'll swap some stuff out. But I think this should, fingers crossed, this should hopefully get me through this fight. Now, if you didn't see the last episode where we went through and we saw how awesome Roland looks in red, go and check that one out, because that's going to preface all of the story that's going to happen before the fight that I'm about to do. I'm not going to include any of this stuff. I'm going to skip it. We're going to move right into it. I want to get this fight done. I want to give myself a lot of time because, yeah, I might actually run out of time for my recording today if it goes as bad as it did yesterday, because I had a lot of time to record it yesterday. I have a lot less time to record it this time, so I don't know why I'm doing this, but we're going to try. I'm going to try to beat this. Now, the first thing, again, we're going to go real slow with it. That way I can piece this out in my noggin. The first thing I want to do is I want to take stock in what I'm up against. Obviously, I need to spear and I need to level slash early. Try to get those dropped as quickly as I can to zeros. I also, after this round, want to use Inner Ardor to try to get her level to flip too. So I think I can definitely spear the Bloodstained Hunt, and we should be able to roll and beat that, especially since we're so much faster than that. Like, all of my dice should definitely outroll that, no problem. And then I'll also use level slash, hopefully to hit something relatively weak, so I'm almost guaranteed. Yeah, this isn't relatively weak, but I'm almost guaranteed to beat one of those clashes, and she's going to roll pretty high, so she's going to do enough damage to restore the lights. Then on top of that, with Mio, I want to try to start gaining as much charge as I can as quickly as I can. So let's actually take, this is kind of dumb, but let's take that on, and then I will also just throw this on something else. And it's going to be a lot of the same. Anything that I can grab, I'm going to grab, because I need to start clashing and building my levels as quickly as possible, and I also need to grab as much charge as I can. A lot of damage right up front, we'll see. Please don't do like 300 damage for some stupid reason. That's 14, that's big. That's 13, that's big. That's 11, that's big. That definitely did enough damage. And then I should be able to do, I think I get 2 power or maybe +1 power on my last attack that I'm going to do with her too. There's 11 stacks of charge already on my Rhino build. Please, please hit. Yeah, that hit, which means that drops. Now all of those are just going to cost 1. And I think we drew a bunch of pages too. Yeah, we did. Nice. So this is probably stupid, but I'm actually turning around. I'm hitting red with a lot of my attacks, only because I'm so terrified of killing off this wolf so early. And a lot of the attacks I am hitting red with are itty-bitty baby attacks, so it shouldn't do that much damage. And look, the red mist herself almost did 100 damage to the wolf, so I was smart to not follow through with a crap load of damage. And she's gonna do more. Oh, man. Okay, red's taking a little bit. Red's also gonna take a little bit from me now, too. And then we're gonna follow through with some more damage. Yep, good. Stay alive. How close is that wolf to death? I have to go vampirism first, because I deal extra damage and recover HP when I'm attacking someone with bleed. I don't care. As long as there is some bleed, then my red mist can heal from it. And we're doing extra damage, doing too much extra damage. Oh, we targeted red this time. Oops! Didn't mean to do that. And also didn't mean to do this. Oh no. I've got to take a lot of these hits with some zero cost cards. I'm just going to be taking them all one-sided is the problem. Oh no. Oh no. This is going to be a lot of damage against us, but there's nothing else I can do about it. Because if I accidentally do too much damage to this wolf, I'll kill it after red doesn't kill it. But that's not going to happen. I guarantee it. I've seen it way too many times. Red just cannot kill this wolf. Unless you get it within 20, red's not doing the damage. Make me a liar. Make me a liar. No. Please, no. Oh, no, it's taking bleed damage. No, stop with the bleed damage. I should only be attacking red now. Oh, God. Lose all of them. Oh, thank God. We lost. No! 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 It's 6! It's 4! It's 4 HP! I don't touch it! Red kills it! Red kills it now! Also me! But why are you killing me? I need, like, weak stuff that I can throw at red. But it doesn't matter because they're going to roll 10 anyway. So I have to have something that can roll 10. I just don't. I'm just not. We're going to ignore it. This is fine. Deep breath. We're taking a little bit of damage, a lot more than I really want to do, but I don't care anymore. Roll better. Roll well. You a-hole! Oh, what are you doing? I have chills. This is going so bad. All red had to do was outroll it one time. It had 6 HP. I could have sneezed in its direction and it would have died. That's what I'm talking about. I've designed a whole department specifically for this fight. I did so well. I brought it within 6 actual HP. If it would have had 2 stacks of bleed, it died. Oh, no. Oh, my God. Okay, fine. I should just let this go. If red rolls this bad, it's red's fault. And I'm just going to scream again. They have fragile, so they take additional damage from attacks. They have Mark of the Hunt. They have Mark 1. They have some bleed, so every time they do an action, they're going to take some damage from that. Red can and should beat this. Please. Yes, roll good again. Nice! One more. Oh, thank God. I get to see phase 2. What is phase 2? What happened? No, seriously, what happened? Someone's gone. There was a person here, and now there is not. Excuse me. What do you do? Sharp Claws. Inflict 1 scars to target on hit. Deal bonus damage equal to its stacks of scars on target. That's the same as last time. Dice gain +2 power against targets with 4 or more scars. Okay. Same as last time. Totally understandable. Totally something that I was already prepared for. Something I was already accounting for in my noggin. The Roll of the Wolf. On combat start, swallows a random assistant librarian. Oh, that's what happened. If the swallow librarian escapes or gets digested, swallows another librarian after 2 scenes. Hour of Poetic Justice. After swallowing librarian, temporarily double max stagger resist and fully recover it. Then all stagger damage resistances change to fatal for for the next scene. The number of speed dice change and different combat pages will be used. If Wolf Roland is staggered within the scene, expel the captive librarian. Oh, I didn't even notice. I didn't even notice my dude has full ears and fluffy tail. It's adorable. Aw, my guy. But you're right. Red's gone. He is now the wolf. Okay, go back to what I was doing. Wolf Roland is staggered within the scene. Expel the captive librarian. That's the one. I have to stagger them right now, which means I need to open up all of my attacks. Darn it, Eugen. You should have been powered up. How close are you to flipping? Not very. Why? I don't know what happened there, but... anyway, sheep's skin. The librarian that was swallowed loses 25% of their max HP upon being expelled and becomes staggered? That's cheating. That's such a big move that is just completely unavoidable. God. Instincts. If Wolf Roland does not get staggered after the scene, it swallows the librarian. The librarian is killed. Destined to be the big bad wolf. If 2 librarians have been consumed and digested, transform. Also transforms if HP is at 50% or lower at the start of a scene. HP does not fall below 50% before transforming. So I have to knock him down to 150%, stagger him, and do like a lot of damage. All in one go. Let's try it, I guess, because otherwise they're going to get swallowed, and that's not great. Crappy cards? Yeah. I guess. Yeah, it's pretty crappy. I can beat most of those. In fact, I can beat these 2 for sure. And those are the only 2 that really matter. So let's go ahead and hit that. And then I will also hit this. Yeah, because that's a 0-cost slash, and that'll give me lights next turn. I was also luckily able to unlock my unlock, so that's ready to go. What does more damage? 4 to 8, 4 to 6, or 12 to 25. Definitely 12 to 25. Because that's a maximum of like 8 damage, or minimum of 8 damage, and this is a minimum of 12 damage. I can also gain charge doing this. That would be good, because I need more charge. It feels like my charge dissipates after time, because I swear I thought I had more charge than that, but I don't have any card that uses it, so maybe not? I don't know. Other than that, that's 3 to 4 damage. This is, yeah, a lot more damage. So let's just do the lot more damage, please. I can use Inner Ardor. That will guarantee... Well, it doesn't guarantee I'll flip because she needs 2 more emotion points. But it'll at least give me 1 of them. I also have Unlock 3 already ready to go, so I might as well use that because then I can draw some cards. No, I shouldn't. I should use Unlock 1. Because this is my free turn. This is the one where I just get to unload and see what happens. And then I definitely need a big move. This is like super big move time. Everything else should be ready to go. Please, please, please. I get my Nikolai out of there. I need them. Luckily, it's just my support that got eaten. Just like in any good raid, the support is the least important member. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Don't at me. The support's the most important. Go and protect them. If you're playing any games. If you're currently playing any games, go and protect them. They need you. 44, please. Please. Please! 18. Please! 4! No! What? 4? Oh, no! That's... Oh, I was so close. I was so close. I guess let's keep going. There's nothing I can do about it now. They're dead. They're gone. Dead to me. We had 4 librarians. This department only ever had 4 librarians. If you imagined that there was another librarian, you would be wrong. And you should probably go and have someone look at that, because that's a problem. Because that never happened. That is a figment of your imagination. I promise you. I can't do it. Can't go back. Can't turn back we cannot turn back the hands of time. We can only progress forward, onward into a future that long awaits, into a helpless embrace. Or something like that. Just... Okay, this is a lot of damage. Please. That's going to definitely stagger him. I kind of wanted to transform him before that happened, but we're here now. And this is the hand I was dealt. This is what I must do. This is going to be good, but we're going to drop him to 150 pretty much by the damage that the red mist is going to do. Yeah, there it is. Then he can't go below that. Yep, 0. So he's going to transform. Will he also regain all of his SP? Or will he have 0 SP and be staggered already? I have vampirism. I figured out how I'm doing the bleeding, by the way. My my level slash does bleed. So that's cool. So I do bleed. Vampirism and fear of water. That's extra stacks of bleed. Dang it! I was hoping he'd be staggered. It's okay. I'm just faster. I'm so much faster. I'm already level 4. This build works so well. I'm already level 4. Do you understand what that means? Yes. Yes, that means exactly what you think it means. I'm about ready to kick some fuzzy butt is what that means. There. Good. Yep. Fine. About that. We dodged all of it. She just kept noping out of there. Oh, I love a good dodge card. It's so funny. That's what I'm going to do from now on. With what she's got, the kind of build that she has, I'm just going to be dodging everything. If I could get a dodge counter die for her, that would be hilarious. What kind of stupidity is happening now? All of this is ineffective? Excuse you? How do I fix that problem? How do I make it not ineffective? Don't tell me I have to bring a Dante with me. And it's a 1 in 5 chance, probably 1 in 4, because they can't, they can't eat the red mist. I'm almost positive that that would be silly if they could. But then if I bring a Dante to lower that ineffectiveness back down to normal, I'm not sure that would actually help me in the grand scheme of things, because 1 in 4 chances they get eaten. Each time Select Librarian wins a clash, the last die on their current page gains 1 to 2 power. Recover 3 to 7 HP on a successful hit with that final die. That's actually really strong now that my Gabor is overpowered with that Mio card. Yeah, I definitely want to go with Instincts. I'm going to put that on my Gabora. She's going to get stronger. Oh no, she's eating someone. Who did you eat? Oh, wait, what? What? Wait, whoa, 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 whoa. Nobody's gone. Nothing is different. Still using some pretty crazy moves, but he doesn't look the way he did before. Oh, it's all completely different now. Transform. Upon transforming, max stagger resist increases and stagger resist is recovered to full. Yeah, that happened. Into the Dark. After the character loses 25% or more of the HP it had at the point of transformation, gain the Skulking in the Shadow status for the next 2 scenes. Oh, I remember this part of the fight. I can't do anything to him, right? Shadowy Lurker. While the character has the Skulking in the Shadow status, librarians other than the ones targeted by the character cannot target it. So I have to clash. This is going to be huge, because if he doesn't pick our red mist, I'm going to take some crazy damage, because she has to do a certain amount of damage, otherwise we take stagger damage. Yeah, take stagger damage if the character fails to do 40 damage or more every scene. And then what else? Wariness. After Skulking in the Shadows wears off, uses a mass attack page, Howl. All stagger damage resistance change to fatal for the scene. Okay, so this is fine. I just have to survive what's about to happen. Really, the only one who's sort of at risk is my Eugen, and it's just stagger. She's already at 162 damage, or HP. She's absolutely insane. Oh. Well, you have made a horrible mistake. You have made a horrible mistake. You could have done so much damage to me had you just not attacked her. Oh, that was good. Now here comes the big one. That's definitely 40 HP. Yep. That was good. We almost... Oh, no, we didn't. I was going to say we almost killed it. 66. So that means now it should no longer be Skulking in the Dark. Oh, man, my lights. Oh, no, it is Skulking in the Dark. Still? Why are you doing this? I guess it really doesn't matter because I've got tons of cards I could still use. Even though I don't have the lights, they're all 0 cost now. Oh, that's so nice. I love how powerful she gets the later the fights go. Let's see. Yep, okay. I did the math. I'm pretty sure she did. No, she didn't. She didn't do 40 because she staggered herself pretty hard. I can definitely do 40 damage now, for sure. Inner Ardor would be a good one there. Probably Inner Ardor again right here. Actually, what am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? I just have to beat it. I don't have to clash against it. So Inner Ardor there. Inner Ardor there. Spear. That's going to go against... I don't know, that one. That sounds good. I can beat that. That's mass summation. Not a problem. I need to get some lights back. Spear will draw me a page, but I need to get my level slashes back, like, right now. I can also do concentration, and that'll be fine against that back one. And then, I don't know, unlock 3. Unlock 3 feels good, because we're already at 20 charge. So there's no need to do anything too stupid. Although, what is stupidity? Except the repetitive motion of mine brain, repeating every action that I once have done over in a concurrent period of time forever, onwards into infinity. And at least that's what I think it means. Any of those words I just said, though, that was just my brain doing a thing, so I'm sorry. What? Oh, no, they picked the die that didn't have anything. Can I kill it? Thank you. Oh my god, thank you. Oh, that's right, there's another phase! Oh, yes. This is a little problematic. Oh my god, look at that sword! What are they saying about this? Once you start looking back, you can't easily stop. How many people did he kill? He's scaring me! Me too. I'm sorry, Anthony, you're just gonna have to persevere. Maybe what he did was unforgivable. Really? You think? We can discuss whether or not we'll forgive the atrocity after we finish this. Wearing a sorrowful smile, look at me all at once, the things I cannot shake. Aw, my poor boy. That is the face of depression. If only they looked at me, remember, I won't remember your faces, but you will remember mine when you die. It'll be the last thing you ever see. When I covered my ears, the corpses clinging to my body screamed. Oh, wait, hold on before I do anything stupid. In search of corpses. Uses combat pages other than horrid, screech, and vomit indiscriminately. Recovers 30% of current HP upon defeating an ally. Melted corpses. Each time the character loses more than 25% of max HP, melting corpses is spawned at the start of the next scene. Okay, cool, I guess. Division transforms back to stage 2 when HP drops to 0. So this is stage 3? Oh, does he become itty bitty? Oh, he becomes a little lump. You say it was a little black lump. Oh, my poor boy. Oh, it's going to be adorable. He's going to be just itty bitty Roland by the end. Putrid vomit at the start of the scene. Gain 2 strength. Uses vomit every 2 scenes. This is disgusting. That's so... It's like the weirdest, fakest sound I've ever heard, but it's still gross. Wow, she took so much damage. I'm glad that he wasn't attacking my red mist. She would have died. He did 100 damage, practically, to my Eugen. Big damage time. I'm going to get a lot of my lights back, too, and then I'm going to be using a lot of my blunt damage, hopefully. Yeah, I thought so. Not as much as I thought I was going to do, but we should be able to outpace all of this and do a lot of damage. Do damage. Lots of damage. We're faster. No, holy crap. Oh my god, she's almost dead. I have to protect her. Oh, but he's going to use vomit next scene and she's already staggered, which means I have to stagger him now. Oh, I don't want to lose my red mist. Oh god, don't do the vomit right now. Okay. We're okay. She's okay. That is 6 HP. That is terrifying. We lost a lot of clashes. That is not okay. I have to protect her. There, we managed to stagger him. Oh, that means we're going to do a lot of damage this next turn, and she's back, which is great. Ruddled Welts might be good. She's really hurt. Definitely can't do laughter. I have to do something that will save her. How do I save my red mist? On defeating an enemy with bleed, all allies recover 10 HP, and the select librarian gains max blood. Max blood might be okay. Max blood might save me. I don't think that's going to happen, though. I think I just have to give strength, and I'm actually going to give it to my Eugen, which sounds silly, but I need to start thinking about what might happen if my red mist doesn't make it. Lots of damage, a little bit toward us. Wow, they did crazy stagger damage. I forgot that they do that with their screams. Oh, that's okay. There's bleed. Now, oh, bleed next turn, not this turn. Oh my god, well, I'm glad we got a little bit of HP from something. Each time Select Librarian wins a clash, the last die on the... okay. I guess because the last die must have hit and I recovered HP because of that. That's the only thing that is saving us now. The only thing that's hitting my low right now is the Screech. There's nothing I can do about that. Everyone else is going to hopefully roll better than Screech. Please roll better than the Screech. I don't think my power, it goes up if I'm clashing against mass attack pages. I don't think that works that way because she should be so much faster. There's that one faster and that one faster and that one faster. That's a big move. That's another big move. Yeah, see, it definitely didn't roll higher because it was rolling against the mass attack page. Keep hitting. Keep healing yourself. She is down to 1 HP. Please don't die. I don't know how she is still alive. I don't know how she is alive. But I think now, as long as I attack them and I can beat them, yeah, this should work. On hit, on hit. Yes. I'm almost positive this is going to work. I'm so hesitant to clash with her anymore, though. Maybe I just don't. Maybe I just let her attack. So I'm going to pick the slowest die every time. And I'm going to use my Rhino the way that he's supposed to be used. And I'll use the Red Mist the way she's supposed to be used. As a massive DPS. Oh, God. Kill it. Kill it. Kill it with fire. Please. There's some damage. There's some damage. She's healing. She's healing slowly. As she's taking more damage, she is healing also. That feels pretty good. Yeah, more damage. Heal more. They have... Whoa, wait, what was that? Was that one of us or one of them? That was one of them. He killed one of them, which means he healed a little bit. There's a big split. The great vertical split. A lot of damage there. She should be stacking to 15 pretty quickly, but she might be doing more damage to herself than she's doing to others now. Good, we staggered him, which means we'll flip him now. This is so hard because I just got to keep her alive. Just a little bit longer. It'll be okay. More damage. All the damage. Every bit of damage. Don't stagger any more of us. I need to roll pretty well against all of this. Yeah. Well, we almost killed that one, so that's going to be problematic for next turn. But that's something for someone else to worry about, not me. A lot of bleed, so then we should... We're not healing. Oh, no, he's not turning into a lump. I was kind of hoping he'd just turn into a lump. Now we're just going to straight go face. We can totally kill him this turn. Yeah, he's getting super weak. I'm still not clashing against him, and any clashes against my Red Mist have to be eaten by someone else. I don't care. I don't care how much damage everyone else takes. No one-sided attacks. We're clashing against everything. Big damage time. Let's see if I can either stagger him or drop him in one turn. Oh, we took a little bit of there. I thought they were going to get staggered, but they didn't. We're okay. Oh, we're doing so much damage to ourselves. Heal. Heal faster. Heal faster. Heal yourself faster. Luckily, she can't kill herself. She's just down to 1 HP the whole time. It's terrifying. I keep waiting for her to die from something stupid, but she's okay. I got to just stack to 15 blood, and we'll be fine. I was going to say bleed, but not bleed. Blood. Oh, I think we did. I think we stacked to 15. But as long as I'm smart and I don't see any yellow arrows or red arrows going to her, I think I'll be okay. Unless she does the damage to herself, which is possible. She's known to do that. That's a kill, so Roland doesn't have a target anymore. I guess I didn't really do a lot of damage to all the goop that I thought it was going to do. You know, all the blobs all over the place. Is he dead yet? He should be dead now. He should be switching to the next... Oh, right. I have to kill all the lumps now. Big move time. Kill all of the lumps. Just big move time. Big move time? No, I don't think that one died. So hopefully this other one does. I don't think I'm killing... There's one. One dead. Maybe I will kill a couple of them? Yes, good. 2 dead. I wanted to try to kill all of them in this one turn if I could. Good. 3 dead. That means that she killed herself. Oh, no! Oh, that's bad. That's really bad. Because that was just damage she did to herself. I didn't think she could drop below 1 HP. I didn't realize just how close to death she was. Go. Kill it. Wow. Really? Really? Okay. You know what? I'm done playing around. I'm going to do a 5-cost card, and we're just going to light it up. And I'm going to use my 5-cost card. I'm not even going to clash with this thing. I'm just going to go ahead of it. There we go. There we go. Death onto you. Now what? Ugh, yes, Nosferatu. They're all violent ones. I guess that says a lot about the emotions pent up in his heart. I hope this will make him feel better. I hope that we can win. This is where I should have saved my big mass attack for both my low and my red mist. I really pulled out all the stops a little too early, I think. Because now what are we doing? Yeah, bleed. Bleed. Recover HP. Destroy all dice. Yeah, I see. I'm not sure if this is going to work. I'm doing the math and it's not working out in my head. I just see a lot of stagger damage I'm going to take, and then it's going to be a lot of damage from there on. Luckily, we have a couple people who can tank some major damage. Low is not one of them, and they're taking a lot of damage. I need to kill off these bats fast, but also I need to clash against anything that would give him blood, because he gains strength every time he does any damage to us. There's some stagger. There's some kill? Yeah, fatal. Nice. One of the bats is gone. If I remember right, let me go back and read through this, but if I remember right, I need to kill all but 1 bat. Wow, he has 11 blood? Fear of water. If the character has less than 5 blood, gain strength proportional to the amount of blood missing. Well, good luck. Good thing he's not doing that anymore. He's got more than 5 blood. Thirst. If the character has 2 or less blood, uses a special combat page. Banquet of Blood. If the character has 5 or more blood, uses a mass attack page. Banquet of Blood. Has a 3-scene cooldown. If the character did not use the page for the first 4 scenes of the phase, it will be used on the 5th scene. Shapeshifting. If HP falls to 50% or lower, shapeshift next scene. HP does not go below 50% before this. Upon shapeshifting, defeat all sanguine bats and gain 5 blood. Okay. So, no, I don't have to kill the bats. I just have to kill him. And if anything happens to the bats, nothing bad happens to me. So I can kill the bats just to get rid of them if I want to. But I really need to focus on him. I guess the good news is I will always hopefully be able to outpace this Banquet of Blood, because that's 12 to 16. As long as I have a big move just sitting, waiting for me, yeah, that works. Is this summation? Yes, it is summation. Thank God. So I do have a pretty big move that can outpace that pretty much every time. For everyone. Everyone's got one that can do it. So now I just want to clash against anything that I need to clash against for him. If no sanguine bat is present, spawn one next scene. So I was right. I thought I remembered I want to kill all the bats but one. And then I don't actually need to attack him right now. So I definitely need to take down 2 of these bats and then clash against the 3rd one just to not have me take stupid amounts of damage. Which means that theoretically I can ignore a lot of his defensive dice, even though they're going to go first and they're probably going to stick around. Even though they're not counter dice, I think they still stack. So any attacks I'm going to throw at him, they're going to have to overpower. Yes, we rolled well. Beat all of that. So we're not taking any of the... Yeah, see? He just has them. They're just there. They just stacked up. Oh well, not a big deal. We just didn't do any of the damage that I was hoping to do to him, because any of those that would have gone through would have healed us because they were extract fuel. Like that one. That one healed us a little bit. Please kill these bats. Or at least stagger them. Nice. Oh yeah, that's a kill. Kill this other one. Yes, staggered. Now kill it. Or at least get close. Because then I can kill that bat this turn. But otherwise, I can clash against all these dice. This is okay. I know this is supposed to be when I'm supposed to like be hitting my stride and getting all of my abnormality pages and like maxing out all of my emotion levels, but I'm not sure I've got enough left in the tank to follow through with anything that might be stronger than this. Maybe this is the most dangerous he gets, and then after this, it's kind of one of those situations where, because in his story, he built up to like his peak and then he crashed and he took down everyone with him. Or at least that's what it sounds like. So maybe that's what happens next. Maybe the next thing he transforms into will be kind of weak. And the unfortunate thing is we're probably going to stagger him this turn as well as drop him to 50%. So it kind of stinks, but because when he transforms, I'm assuming he'll get all his lights back too. He's definitely getting close to 50% now. I think 150 or 175. Okay. 1 something. I knew 1 something had to be it. The bat is now staggered. He's going to kill off all the bats, transform, and he'll gain 5 blood. So he'll be over 5, which means he'll be using his mass attack now. Is that transformed? He didn't turn into like the big monstrous thing. What? What? Okay, let's see what passives he has, because I have to read all the passives now. I can't rely on trying to remember any of this. Upon shape-shifting, defeat all sanguine bats and gain 5 blood. He did that. What kind of craziness are we? He did transform, because those are the big guy moves. I remember those. Just don't let any one of us get staggered or killed, please. Yes, yes, yes. Good. Awesome. I don't understand why my counter die didn't fire off there. I guess counter die only applies if it's a one-sided attack. For some reason, I just assumed it would just be used for any attack against us. Guess not. So I'm like wasting a couple attacks then. Getting a lot of lights, hopefully doing some pretty sizable damage. Obviously, I guess we're not doing any one-sided attacks because he still has some of those dodge dice. Okay, good. Down to 1. There, staggered. Now we should be able to follow through. Probably kill him. Nice. Good. Now what? Yeah. Okay. Oh, it's mimicry. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Shell. Every 2 scenes uses the combat page Where Shell on a random assistant librarian. I don't know what that does. Evolves. If HP reaches to 0, morphs into its second form at the start of the next scene. They're not saying anything about this one. The shadow of a shell. I have nothing left to protect. Nothing left at my side. Oh. Poor buddy. I guess, hopefully he's not doing a lot of damage. At least, hopefully he's not doing so much that I can't outpace his damage, because my Eugen's fine, but I don't want to 1v1 the dude with my Eugen. Well, my Rhino will be around. Low is kind of looking pretty bad, but my Rhino and Eugen are just tanks. They are so good. Shell, evolving. Yeah, okay. Besides the shell thing, I don't know what else. What? No, don't attack all just one person, please. Add 2 copies of Terror to target's hand. What does Terror do? 2 copies of Terror to target's hand. Inflict 1 disarm. Next scene. Inflict 1 disarm. Inflict 1 disarm. Inflict 1 to... Oh, God. Okay. This is okay. I just clash against all of this. That's all. I just have to clash against everything here. Actually, if I keep a lot of my bigger cards on a rotation, it's doable. Please win all these clashes. Thank you. Keep winning all of these clashes. Ow. I don't know what that... Oh, disarm, I think, is what that one did. I'm okay. I'm okay with a little bit of disarm. I still stack power, and I still stack strength and endurance. Oh, no. Yeah! I don't know how, but I think a dodge, successful dodge, or successful defense actually gives you SP back. I should be stacking more defensive cards then, especially on my low. We're doing quite well. Obviously, he's going to do whatever that wear the shell thing is. I love you! Oh, is this love down? On hit, instantly kill target. Copy the resistances and combat pages of the victim for the next scene. That can't happen. On hit, add terror. On hit, add terror. And then inflict disarm. Okay, who are you attacking? I am going to stop that right now. How weak are we? So the power of defensive dice goes down. That's just disarm. I still have strengthen, so our offensive dice go up. And I have endure, so our defensive dice actually go up too. And I have protect. And I take a lot less damage and do a lot more damage. So Rhino time, Rhino Ram. It starts at 12. He maxes at 12. There is actually no way this should hit. If it does, then this game is broken, and I hate it. There's no way that that should hit. There isn't any chance at all that that should hit. And then I gotta get my lights back and just draw cards. So I'm probably just going to do that. Everyone else is just going to have to deal with all of these other attacks, and that's totally doable. Nobody should get staggered, maybe my low, but other than that, we should be okay. We might actually stagger him if we can continue to do massive defensive moves right now. Big move, don't get hit by any of this. That wasn't the one I was worried about, I don't think. I think I'm still okay. That's the one I was worried about. Okay, we're good. We cleared it. I'm okay. Now he's probably going to hit my low for a couple damage. Yeah, just a couple more. Okay, that was good. Now we're doing one-sided attacks, which will heal our low and add to the stagger damage we already have. His SP is probably dangerously low now. I think, in theory, we got a shot here. We have more than a shot. We've got a chance at this. Keep going. Wait. Okay, we're fine. Yes, there was a little bit of eye contact, some very uncomfortable eye contact, and some reaching hands, but other than that, I think I'm okay. I'm not even using any of the terror. I don't know if it's good or bad or whatever. Because you know how sometimes it gives you a card and it's actually beneficial? I don't want to know. I would prefer not to know if it's beneficial or not. So I'm just going to ignore it. I'm going to assume it's a bad time, and I'm going to continue doing what I'm doing, which is I stack my Rhino, and then I throw my 2 unlocks, which will draw all the cards out that I need and give me my lights back. Of course, I'm losing a light every time I do that, so eventually that strategy will wear out, but I've got other ways to get around it too. We are so close to flipping him. Please let this be the turn. That's close. Yes, staggered. So we should be able to zero him out now. I probably used too many of my really strong cards for this, but... Ew. Ew, that's gross. Oh, he's just a lump on the ground. Still evolving. After 2 scenes pass, evolve into the 3rd form. The HP of the 3rd form depends on the amount of HP this current form has left at the amount of evolution, regenerative. At the start of the scene, recover 50% of max HP. So I actually have to kill it. Oh. Well, no, I actually have to kill this thing. Right now. It's all defense, so I just need to hit it really hard. This is either going to be a huge move or a huge mistake. Let's go. I feel like that could be the title of all of my episodes for all of these playthroughs. This is either a huge move or a huge mistake. It's really high risk, high reward, honestly. Come on. How is it healing? Oh, every time it wins the clash, it heals, doesn't it? It's gonna have more HP. It has more HP now than it did when it first started. And it just healed all the way. I have to stagger it. That was a mistake. I didn't read. Deal 5 stagger damage and recover 10 HP. There's a little bit of stagger damage. More staggered. I'm actually doing damage, and yet it's not taking damage. What is happening anymore? Actually, what is happening anymore? I'm at a loss for words. Well, this is good, right? This is what I wanted. Hardness ignores instances of damage that would deal 10 or less. Regenerative. If the character took 80 or less damage within a scene, recovers 10% of max HP at the end of the scene. Without my red here, I don't know if I can do enough damage to kill this thing. Oh, it makes weird noises. Obviously, it's mimicry, so it's mimicking the sounds of some of our agents that have long died. Oh, we're okay? Yeah, we're okay. Luckily, we're a giant tank right there. I don't know what happened to our low, but I think we're doing okay. What was that? In Imitation 4, affects the properties of certain combat pages, can stack up to 10. 1 imitation is lost at the end of each scene. It has strength, it has burn, it has imitation. And I'm not sure that I did enough damage to it because apparently I think it just healed 10%. It's all coming down to luck, unfortunately. Will I do enough damage to hurt this thing? I don't think so. Because even though all my damage is going through, it's completely ineffective. There's my Mio staggered, so that's going to be a lot of damage. Oh man, my low might... No, my low's fine. Yeah, my low is going to make it, but that's all endure. That's 0 damage. They're actually healing more than I can do damage. And that's because I mainly do slash damage. And I can't stop any of this damage going to my Rhino either. My Mio is going to get smacked. I don't know if it's going to kill her because she has a lot of protection. She's taking less damage, but it's going to be a lot of damage. Oh, look at that. The fatal damage was only 1. Oh, man. How long is this fight going to go on? They're immune to everything I got. All of it. Even when I hit with Pierce. It's completely immune. How do I kill this thing? I'm stacking burn. The burn damage is the only damage I'm doing. And they keep staggering my poor Rhino. I don't think I can win this. I'm not sure I can lose it either, but I don't think I can win. My low's definitely gonna die. Yeah, there goes my low. My Eugen's about to get staggered, so we're gonna take some extra damage here. But yeah, I mean, all that's going to happen is my Eugen's going to come back, and then we're going to heal up. My Rhino can still Rhino. In fact, I could probably eat most of this damage if I really wanted to, but I don't. I don't want to do that. I can't. I can't do this. I can't keep this up. Could I win a lot of clashes and eventually stagger them? Probably, but my Rhino's not going to finish 400 damage, even with fatal damage, in 1 turn. This isn't happening. Okay, I have to start this over. I don't have enough time to start this over. It's a long fight. What do I do? No, actually, what do I do? Chessid. Chessid. Hold on. Let's do the Chessid fight. I can do this one. I can pull everyone that I had just made into this department. The Book of Ozma. Yes, let's enter, because I need to beat something. That way I feel good about myself. Please. Please let this be... Whoa, what is this thing? It's cool. That's one terrible state for a princess to be in. That's a princess? Oh, that stinks. Someone put a curse upon her. That's messed up. I'm not even sure how to guess the preferences of things I see for the first time. That pumpkin must have been the only thing left by her side. All these pumpkins? What about the pumpkins? Actually, you should read about them a little bit. But before I do that, I want to let everyone know that I swapped out the Red Mist's pages a little bit because I was sitting and I was thinking, you know, that is a long fight. I don't need Inner Ardor. It would work for a shorter fight. So I actually swapped it out. I'm just using all of her draw pages now. But I obviously can't use her for this fight. So instead, I'm using Eugen as my main. And then I've brought basically everyone else from that department over with me. Because I want to tweak their builds a little bit. With a fight that won't take nearly as long, I hope. Stolen Power uses the combat pages of the Librarian with Oblivion. I don't have Oblivion yet, but I'm about to, I'm assuming. Who's the real deal? Only one of the jacks that awaken is real. The rest are fakes. Whenever a Librarian with Oblivion hits the real jack, it gives back a combat page that was stolen from them. The screen blinks when the real jack is hit. Steal or be stolen. After Librarian with Oblivion hits the real jack 9 times, all jacks die. If the condition isn't fulfilled within 3 scenes of Oblivion being applied, the Librarian with the status is turned into a pumpkin next scene. Afterwards, the real jack transforms into Jack Revived and permanently uses the key page and combat pages of the Librarian that had Oblivion. No, thank you. I want to keep my key pages and my Librarian. Revive. On the first scene, uses combat pages that awaken all jacks and inflict Oblivion on a Librarian. Afterwards, follows a unique pattern of behavior that cycles every 4 scenes. Agony of the Deprived. After Librarian with Oblivion is restored from the status, all resistances of this character change to Fatal at the start of the next scene and uses a mass attack page. Repeats the pattern afterwards. So I just have to win. The second, whoever gets hit with Oblivion, I have to hit the real jack. It didn't say anything about it only flashing when the right person hits jack. So I want to make sure that I take all of my Librarians and fan them out. Make sure that we're hitting at least 1 jack every time. Let's see what else we have going on, though. Grief of the Deprived. After 2 cycles have passed, all stagger damage resistances of this character change to Fatal at the start of the next scene and uses an extremely powerful mass attack page. Okay. No, that's okay. Because then I really can't do anything to this except beat that mass attack. And then maybe on use inflict Oblivion on target. So it doesn't even need to hit. It's just on use. So I just need to beat this mass attack and then aim for this 1 page, or this 1 die. I can do a little bit of damage, but it really doesn't matter because it's ineffective. I need to wait, bide my time until I can actually do any damage to this thing, which means I have to wait for Oblivion to hit. Who's getting it? That would be my Esther, who is currently my... Is that my Maxim? Yeah, my Maxim. So that's my tank. Nice. That'll actually give me some leeway because I want to start with my unlocks early. I have enough. I could do Rhino. I don't know why I would, but I do need to do Rhino, I think. That's going to waste so much of my lights. And I need to hit the jack-o'-lantern next turn. But that's okay, because I think I can actually clash and maybe flip a levels to get my lights back. I don't know. We'll figure that part out, I guess. This is 15, so I have to beat 15 if I can. Everyone else is going to try to charge up either smoke or charge. We took some damage, but we're okay. And then we're going to follow through, hopefully win a couple clashes. That's going to give us some emotion. Yes! Perfect! My Hubert just flipped. My Esther gained 1 emotion token, so they're actually not getting lights back. But I did get quite a few lights back. Now, I don't know which one of these is the real one, but I don't think that matters. What kind of damage is she doing? Actually, a lot. But I think I need to eat some of that damage, because I have to figure out which one of these is the actual one. Oh, they took my Rhino Ram. Why? That's a lot. Oblivion! Oh. Huh. Okay. What is that? Oblivion 9. All combat pages have changed to Oblivion. So I need to hit the real one with Oblivion. Luckily, it all costs 0. I think what I do is I pick the one that I can definitely hit for sure. It's definitely these 2. So I hit these 2 for sure. That should mean that my screen will go dark if I picked the right one. Then I want to use my others to do damage or draw the damage from the other jack-o'-lanterns. The question is, though, is the damage real that they do? Because if that's real, that's a lot of damage. And I'm going to take turn quick mode off for this. Because I need to remember which one is the actual jack. So here we go. Here's the first hit. Or we get hit there, because that's a big move. Yeah, or we get hit again. That's a big move. We hit. No, we hit. No, we hit. That's not the right jack. So it's not the bottom left one. We definitely are going to clash and win all of these, so that's okay. This, I think, is the top left one. Is this the right jack? That's not the right jack. That's the top left one. We hit it. It didn't count. Okay, I don't know what happened there. I think we won that one. We could win that one. We did. This is the top left one again. Still not the right jack. This is the back bottom right one. This is the one that doesn't have any crap on it. So, yes. Yes. Yes! That's the one! Bottom right. Bottom right. I gotta hit the bottom right. I can hit the bottom right one. Then the rest of these are just... It's pointless to attack them. Good. Oh, crap. Okay. Abnormality pages. What abnormality page do we want? Tell me. Tell me. Quick. Quick! After attacking enemy with a higher amount of stagger resist, deal extra stagger resist. Yes. I'll put that on my Eugen. I'm probably going to put my quick mode back on. Yeah, that's back on. This is the one. Down here. This is the one I want to hit. So... all of this is going here. All of this is going there. I have to kill it now, otherwise it becomes permanent, I'm pretty sure. And then we are faster than everyone else, besides this one. So theoretically, I'm hoping this damage isn't real, and then when we kill this jack, you know, all the other jacks will go away. I think, if I'm understanding this right. Okay, that's real damage. They're fake jacks, but that's real. That's doing actual damage. Yes! Dead, 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 dead. Also dead. Very dead. That should be enough. That should be enough that next turn, she kills all the jacks and I get mine back, right? Or do I have to hit them 2 more times? Because Oblivion 2. If that's true, that's not fair, because then you have to guess right 3 times. And then all those have to go through. Cardia. After dealing 15 or more damage to enemy in a single scene, reduce the cost of 2 most expensive pages in hand by 1. On kill, reduce the cost to 0 instead. The cost reduction is reset when pages are used. I think that works with my Eugen. I'm going to assume that that works with my Eugen, because it's the original cost of 4 or more. Are these not dead? Wait, what? I thought it said... How many times do I have to hit this thing? Is it this? I found the real jack. Whenever a librarian with Oblivion hits the real jack, it gives back a combat page that was stolen. The screen blinks. How many times? It has to hit the real jack 9 times. Then all jacks die. Within 3 scenes. So this is my last scene. Luckily, I know which one it is. Hopefully, I still have Oblivion. I do. And I should be able to connect. I should be able to follow through with a one-sided attack against that jack, kill the jack. It'll flip her. She'll become fatally wounded. That's definitely enough. The jack died. Yes! That means all the other jacks are dead, which means that we're not going to be taking any of those one-sided attacks that I was taking previously. We should hopefully be able to clash and win against most of what she just did. They're all dead. She is now fatally wounded, but she's using a crazy mass attack, isn't she? Mass individual. It inflicts feeble if it hits. I can beat that, actually. Oh, are you kidding? You're such an a-hole. You're targeting my Eugen's broken die. Ah, that figures. Well, I mean... I might as well hit with everything I got, then. While I have the chance, let's do it. Hopefully she doesn't get staggered by that. She will get feebled. Now that I have Nikolai ready to go, they're going to get staggered. Oh, well. Well, we'll see. They rolled well for 1 turn. They're going to get hit that second turn. Please don't stagger anyone. Okay, well, my Nikolai got staggered. I knew that was going to happen. That, I guess, is acceptable losses. Please stagger it now. I need to do a lot of damage really, really fast. It's going to be close, isn't it? 1! Yes! Yes! Okay, it got staggered. Now what? At the start of the scene, numbered targets are placed on up to 3, 2, 2, 1, 1 enemies, depending on the number of allies currently alive. Each time a target is attacked in the correct order, increase outgoing damage by 3 for the scene. Technically, I think there's only 1 right now, so I would always be hitting the correct target. If an ally redirects an attack that was initially targeting this character, dice on that ally's page gain 1 to 2 power. That would actually be good. I like that. I think I'm going to save that, though, and I'm probably going to do... I'm probably either going to do Warm Heart or Home. Let's do Home. I want to see if that actually works. Oh, wait. The jacks are back. No, that's not fair. I can't actually attack them. She's still staggered, so I should be able to attack her, right? Yes? Yes, I can attack her. When she has plenty of smoke on her, too, so I can draw some pages and cause paralysis and a bunch of other stuff against her. I guess let's start doing some more unlocks while I can, even though I do need to get my lights back. And then dish out as much damage as we can while we can. We can do a lot of damage really fast. It's stupid how much damage we can do. Oh my god. Oh, come on. Yeah, we're gonna kill her. Nice. Nice. Does that actually win? Wow. That's such a huge difference when all I have to do is think about the fundamental mechanic, the gimmick, if you will, and just fire with as much damage as I can. Power of the past. Increase the cost of combat pages by 1. All dice gain 3 to 4 power. That's not bad, especially with my Eugen. That's insane. Oblivion. Add an Oblivion page to hand, cost 3, single use, on play, immobilize for this scene, cannot be targeted, at the end of the scene recover 40 of max HP and fully restore lights. That's so huge. The page is also included in the deck at the start of subsequent acts. Powder of Life. When a librarian takes lethal damage, nullify it and recover 20% of max HP. Can only activate once per reception. It's all about, like, that's the oh crap button. It's kind of awesome. Yeah, then I have to do the realization for the floor of language in order to do the realization for the floor of social sciences. And I'm going to accomplish that in the next episode. So thank you so much for watching this one. Take care and goodbye!